Today I'm going to be talking about chicken smoothie and what it is. Depending on what side of the internet you're on, you may or may not know what it is. Since I grew up playing Animal Jam, that's how I know chicken smoothie. So, yeah. So let me get into the quick history of chicken smoothie real quick. So, in 2008, chicken smoothie was made by Tess and Nick. They're both siblings, and Nick basically works on the PHP part of the website, and Tess made some art, and I guess he started up the website. So anyways, you're probably wondering, why is it called chicken smoothie? Well, here's the history of that. So when Tess was younger, she really loved chickens for some reason, and that was her username on literally everything. And she had a website before, and it was called Chicken Smoothie, but it was called Silent Wolf Kennels instead. And she realized that the domain name and the website didn't match, so she changed the name to Chicken Smoothie, and that's what Chicken Smoothie is today. Basically just Silent Wolf Kennels, renamed. So now what exactly is Chicken Smoothie? Well, Chicken Smoothie is basically a virtual pet adoption website. Each month new pets come out. You can get dogs and wolves, cats, rodents, things that hatch, horses and ponies, butterfly wolves, which are just made up animals, second generation pets, which are pets that already existed, but there's the children of those, and you have other species such as deer and fennec foxes and some other things. So basically you adopt these pets and you wait for them to grow and you wait for them to gain a rarity, and rarities are important because they come into with the trading aspect of the game. Now trading is the biggest thing on this game. You can't really get anywhere without trading. I mean, you can do other things too, but trading generally the biggest thing in Chicken Smoothie. Now, adopting pets and trading are not the only ways to get pets. There's also a pound, which it opens up once in a while, like once every couple hours, and you can adopt pets from there. They can be rare, they can be really rare, or they can be common. Another way you can get pets is by looking on the free adoptions forum. On this forum, there will be people that are hosting their own adoption centers, and you can go in there and take a few pets for free, and they'll give you them. Though, if you don't know how a forum works, most of the time these people will have you bump their thread before you adopt, or maybe sometimes they'll make you say like a word or something in the trade, so make sure you read their post before you adopt, so you don't mess up. During summer and during holidays, Chicken Smoothie hosts events, and events are also pretty important. Many people love playing these, especially the Christmas event. The Christmas event is the biggest event because there's a special day in December where everyone comes online so they can have the chance of getting re-released rare pets. This day being December 18th in Chicken Smoothie's time, which is New Zealand time. For the rest of the world, it would be December 17th though, so yeah. But on this day, Chicken Smoothie re-releases rarer, older pets, and they also release unreleased pets, which are really, really rare, and only a few people get them. Now, unreleased pets are really special because I'm pretty sure they are only made for December 18th. And like I said, they are really, really rare. It is pretty hard to get one of these guys. Anyway, moving on, these summer events are basically themed events. It's like their quote-unquote vacation. For example, this year's event is the Medieval Fair, also known as the RPG event, and if you're wondering why it has two names, it's because back in 2011, there already was a Medieval Fair event, and they're kind of doing it again just for fun. But anyways, there have been many other events in the past. Last year's was the Wild West event, 2012 was Beach event, then there was a Slumber Party, the Egypt event, Candy event, Space event, Lost City event, Jungle event, which was when I joined the game, that was 2018. Then there was Fame Mischief, then there was the Carnival event, Cave event, Internet event, and back in the circle, the camping event. Now, moving on from the event part of the game, I want to talk about the archive real quick. Basically, the Chicken Smoothie archive holds, well, an archive of every single pet and item ever released. And this is where you can add pets and items to your wish list. And again, this comes into play with the trading aspect of the game. You kind of need a wish list to get started, so people know what you want and what they need to trade you. Now in your wish list you can add pets of your wildest dreams onto it, and one day you can perhaps get those pets. A feature of the archive is that you can filter pets by species or by artist, and you can also show completed months. So this basically shows you kind of how your collection is going. It tells you if you've collected every single pet from a month or from an event. So that is pretty helpful. And if you filter by species, it tells you if you've completed your collection of this specific species. Me personally, I've completed my guinea pig collection. So anytime I click guinea pig and I check my completed months, it tells me that I've collected every guinea pig ever released. Moving on from the archive, I'm going to talk about the store real quick. Now in the store you can buy pets and items for chicken dollars, and in order to get chicken dollars you either have to buy them with real money or people can trade you their chicken dollars for your pets or items. There are a few freebies in the store, but they are just items. Now, store pets are more sought after because of like the designs and everything, so these pets are generally pretty wanted. The thing is though that these pets are optional to get. They don't count as part of your collection because, talking about the archive earlier, when you click completed months, store pets do not count, so these pets are optional. Moving on from the store, there is also an art section which is called the Okaki. Now, the Okaki is pretty straightforward. There's different categories, like there's animals and creatures, human, whatever, landscapes, and you can choose a category to draw under, and you can click new drawing, and you can get ahead and start drawing. Chicken Smoothie has its own drawing program built in with like Java or something. I'm not really sure how it works. But yeah, some people can make really amazing drawings with this basic little program, and it is impressive. And also on the front page of Chicken Smoothie, there's a little section underneath like the recent posts and dress up challenge. It says featured drawings, and these are basically just drawings that have been featured by the Chicken Smoothie staff. Now moving on from the Okaki, I'm finally going to talk about trading. Now, don't get scared, trading can seem scary at first, but I will say, in my experience, Chicken Smoothie trading is kinda less stressful than Animal Jam trading. Now, that is a whole new can of worms I'm not really gonna get into, but basically I'm just saying the trading system is a little bit better than Animal Jam's. But basically, if you're struggling with the rarity of a certain pet, or if you're struggling with a trade and you don't know if it's fair or not, you can refer to a forum post for that. And people will see this and they can help you out and give you tips. And trading on Chicken Smoothie isn't like instant like Animal Jam. Like the trade doesn't pop up on your screen and you have to decide whether you're gonna accept it or not within like 10 seconds. You can have a trade going on for like 2 months if you really need to. And to me personally, that's why Chicken Smoothie is less stressful than Animal Jam trading. Yeah, sometimes you'll get a trade decline and it does suck, but that's how trading games work and that's what's gonna happen, obviously. So, I mean, at least you don't get a trade decline in your face within like 2 seconds, like on Animal Jam. Okay, I need to stop talking about Animal Jam, okay? Let me stop. Next, I'm gonna talk about dress-ups and dress-up scenes. Basically, dress-ups are like a one-off thing. Like, you can click on your pet or something, and at the bottom it will say add items to your pet, and this is a dress-up. And once you're done, you'll see your pet all decked out, and you're like, oh, that's cool, and you can display it or whatever. Like on your signature, or you can put it in a group, or you can post it. And if you want to see all the dress-ups you've ever posted, you can hover over my stuff, and there'll be a little category all the way to the right, and it'll say dress-up pets, and you can see all the dress-ups you've ever posted. Now, dress-up scenes are a little bit different than dress-up pets. Dress-up scenes can include multiple pets, and also like different like things. You can add like links and stuff like to trade you or to your profile or whatever. And of course you can also post those. I kind of forgot to mention the forums a little bit. I mean, I did kinda, but not really. There are many different forum threads you can look at and post on. Many, very many different ones you can post on. And I don't even know, I can't even go over all of them because there's so many. Some of the main forums would be entertainment discussion, general discussion, forum games, introductions, and newbie guides, so that's where new people go and introduce themselves. And then adults discussion, which is of course for adults, but it has to remain child friendly because Chicken Smoothie does have children on it, even though you don't really see them. And you know, international board, if you really don't know English that well. There's also other websites you could talk about. Under the adoptables section, there's Chicken Smoothie discussion. That's where you talk about all things chicken smoothie. Chicken smoothie trades, pets, items, and chicken dollars. That's where everybody has their trade post, so they can advertise, you know, a trade. I don't know. Anyway, there's also chicken smoothie auctions, so people, you know, post a very valuable pet, and you can basically just bid for that pet with chicken dollars. And there's also Chicken Smoothie free adoptions, and that's what I was talking about earlier, where you can just get free pets from people. And there are so many more even after that, so, you know, if you're ever bored, just go look through every single Chicken Smoothie forum. Anyways, moving on from the forums, I want to talk about basically you and the game. So basically in Chicken Smoothie, I kind of mentioned earlier, there's this little like section called My Stuff, and you can hover over it and there's like everything relating to you. I'm going to talk about your profile for a second because it is kind of customizable. I mean, you can change your profile picture, your username, or whatever. Interests, you can write every single interest you have. Even if you have a website, you can put that there too, like a card or something. And then you can have your own signature, you can put whatever you like on there. And then you also have a stamp collection that you can make. There's stamps made by Chicken Smoothie, and you can add those onto like your little stamp thing. Chicken Smoothie basically has a stamp for almost everything. I mean, they have stuff for personality, birthdays, books and TV, quotes, colors, countries, food, persona, and anything you can really imagine almost. And there's also an option if you want to, you can make your stamp collection your signature basically. It will display under your forum post instead of your actual signature. So, you know, that's pretty cool too. Now I'm going to talk about your pet section of your profile. This is hands down one of the most important aspects of your profile. This is where all the pets you own are at, and this is how you can make different groups and everything, so you can just sort all of them. There's no like correct way to sort your pets, so you can basically just sort them however you want. Some people like to sort them by month and year. Some people don't like to do that. Some people sort them by rarity. Some people sort them by holiday. I mean, you can literally sort them however you want. You can also make little like themed groups. I know some people do that. Some things you can do is, of course, make a new group, rename your pets, change the trading settings, which is like you can disable trading for your pets, or you can only make it so people can offer pets on your wish list for your pets, or you can make it so anybody can offer anything. Another thing you can do is also change the display settings, which this changes the display of the rarity tags. You can choose them to be like notches or stars or whatever. Now, I feel like I've said all I've needed to say about Chicken Smoothie. I think I went over everything, but you know, if anyone wants me to go more in depth or maybe answer a question, I mean, I can do that. And you can also look on Chicken Smoothie for answers to questions. I'm sure they have tons of questions that have been answered. So, you know, that's about it, honestly. Thank you for watching.